Okay, listen up. Right after today's digital life hack, we've got a weekend call from the Kim Commando Show. You're going to love it. Your social media headshot is your chance to make a great first impression on the world. Here's the secret. You don't need to hire a professional photographer. You can take one yourself if you know the tricks. I'm Kim Commando for Total AV, the award-winning antivirus software for just $19 a year right now at protectwithkim.com. Say you're applying for a new job. Potential employers will do a deep dive on your social media. So you need to have pictures that show you at your very best. Now, you can take the perfect headshot for all your profiles with your phone. Just find a well-lit spot, like near a window, and keep the background clean. Set a timer on your phone, hold it at eye level, or better yet, pick up a cheap tripod. Take a few shots until one looks natural. Then there are free apps like Snapseed or Lightroom Mobile that will adjust brightness. Or try Photar or Pixel for skin smoothing and background blurring. For quick AI touch-ups, Lensa can enhance lighting and remove all those imperfections. Sign up for my free newsletter at getkim.com. Hey there, tech lovers and wannabes. Want to stay ahead of the game? You've got to check out my YouTube channel. It's amazing. So many people are loving my new and improved channel. For starters, we've got fresh how-to videos every week, like how to block those super annoying political text messages, let important calls through even in Do Not Disturb mode, and oh boy, watch out for sneaky QR codes that can actually brick your phone. It doesn't stop there. Join me for Kim Commando Today, a fun podcast where we break down the latest tech news and trends. It's like talking tech with a friend, minus all the boring stuff. You'll get the latest tips and tricks to keep you in the know and have a little fun while doing it. Plus, who doesn't love being the tech-savvy one in the crowd? So head to youtube.com/KimCommando, hit subscribe, and make sure you never miss a new video or podcast. That's youtube.com/KimCommando. And when you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's youtube.com/KimCommando, with a K, of course. And I'll see you on the video. Staying true to my promise, I've got an exceptional call for my weekend show, the Kim Commando Show, just for you. Sarah in Portland, Oregon. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you today, Kim?
Good. What's going on?
Well, I have a question about AirTags and tracking.
Okay.
And I don't mean things like tracking things. I mean tracking people. I suspect I have an AirTag on my keys, which was given to me by a family member, okay. And I asked for it, and it was very helpful in finding my keys. But months down the road, I was told, "Oh, I knew where you were because I was tracking you."
Oh, that's frightening, isn't it?
A little bit. So, but it was fine. It was a family member, and it was no big deal. And it was kind of nice to know that somebody could find me if I were in an accident or whatever. But a little bit further down the road, now we have a disjoint in the relationship. Okay. And so I suddenly started hearing the AirTag go off when I'm driving and there's no one else around, and I don't have Apple products, so it's not me. And then I get little hints along the way that, oh, I knew where you were because of so-and-so. So I highly suspect I am being tracked with the AirTag on my keys, which is no longer on my keys. But I want to know how those work and if I was just being paranoid or if the AirTag goes off for other reasons, how I would know.
All really good questions, right? Especially if you don't want to be tracked anymore by this person. So, What's going on? So now, when you get in the car, are you hearing like a weird chime? Is that it?
Yeah, it's the little chime, and that seems to me like the chime that went off when I was looking for my keys, and we found them. Okay, so what it is in your car, somebody has placed an AirTag, okay? Mm-hmm. And so that person's AirTag is attached to their device, and so the AirTag is letting you know that you are being tracked. Now, there have been some recent changes to this. If you haven't already updated your Android-based phone to the latest version, make sure that you do that, because really, literally, within just the last week, Apple and Google got together and said, after 3 years, I think we need to solve this AirTag tracking problem. Because, of course, with an Apple AirTag, is that if you have an Apple phone, it will go ahead and say,
this item has been detected with you. And so with Android, Google-based products, now Google says, okay, we're going to start alerting. Now, what you can do is Apple actually has an app in the Google Play Store called Tracker Detect. And it's made by Apple. So when you start looking for it, make sure that it says the developer is Apple. And so it says Tracker Detect. And then it will go ahead and try to find an AirTag and then let you know on an Android-based device that it's there. Now, a lot of people are giving it like really crappy reviews, and it's a crappy product, okay? Because unlike with an iPhone, is that you are automatically notified when an AirTag is there. With an Android-based phone, without this recent update, is that you'd have to use this app called Tracker Detect, and then it would take 10 minutes to find it. And you're like, okay, wow, this is a really long time. So, but if in fact you do hear that chime, you may not even need the app to tell you that it's there. It probably is there, especially if somebody's saying, hey, you know, why were you at the Dollar General store last night when you said you were going to Costco or whatever it may be? And so now it's a matter of trying to find it in the car. And the only way to really do that is to keep listening for that sound.
Will an AirTag go off for any other reason? Because the AirTag is actually on my keys. I know where it is, but I did not know why it's going off. And I did not suspect I was being tracked until I started hearing it go off why is it going off?
Well, the AirTags are designed to make a sound when it's separated from the owner's device.
Okay.
So it's going to keep making those sounds. I misunderstood. I didn't realize that it was still on your keys. I thought maybe there was another one that you found in the car. So the AirTag is designed. So basically, if you don't want to be tracked, you have to take the AirTag off. Now, if you are looking for a tracker that will go ahead and tell you where your keys are based on an Android, you know, those are really wonderful things. Companies like Pebbletree, Motorola, Eufy, they make them, and you can find them on Amazon.
Yeah, and I've got one of those now. The AirTag is now sitting in my office, indicating I'm at work all the time.
Which, you know what, you are such a hard worker, Sarah, all the time. All the time you're working. I mean, but you know, you bring up an interesting point, and I'm really glad that you took the time to call, because a lot of people, you know, they're wondering like, well, how does this person know where I am all the time, and how do these work? You know, it's pretty basic technology. But as I mentioned, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, there's been some major changes. So again, if you haven't automatically updated your iOS or Android-based device to the latest operating system, make sure that you do that now, because Apple and Google finally got together to solve this problem. Yes, finally. Hey, big kudos to you for sticking around. Now, if your brain's buzzing with questions, let me know. Head over to commando.com and then click Email Kim. You have to trust me. I read every single message like it's a new gadget manual. Well, I actually do it better than that. I never read a manual. Do they even have manuals anymore? Anyway, elevate your tech IQ with my free daily newsletter. Head over to getkim.com.